सभियों के चरण कमलों में मेरा नाम है। आज अत्यंत सुंदर दिवस है।
Today is a very beautiful day. Today is a very beautiful day today. Because today is the dear most associate of Mahaprabhu called Srivasa Thakura. Today is his Avirbhav Tithi. His appearance day. So let's hear about the teachings of Srivasa Pandita and about his life history. Arupavad, in his own diary, he wrote, Hare Krishna. First Lord appears in the form of Lord himself, in the form of his potency, in the form of the devotee. I do pranam to them. So one Tattva, Bhagavan, appears in 5 forms, in the form of the Panchatattva, appears in 5 forms. This is called Achinta Beda Beda Tattva. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is taking the mood of the devotee, Bhakta Bhav. He appears in the form of Gauranga, which is in the mood of the devotee. Bhakta Swarupa, who is Bhakta Swarupa? Nityananda Prabhu. Bhakta Avatar is Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya, who is Mahavishnu and Sadashiva combined. Bhakta Shakti, who is this? Is Gadadhar Pandit. Srimati Radhika is the complete potency of Lord, and Krishna is the complete possessor of the potency, and there's no difference between them. A verse of the Chaitanya Charitamrita is saying, Srimati Radhika is Purana Shakti, and Krishna is Purana Shakti Mam. There's no difference between them. There's no difference between Shakti and Shakti Mam. But still, Shastra describe about how they're equal and different at the same time. Bhed and Abhed. Different and equal. So Gadadhar Pandit Shuddha Bhakta is Srivasa Thakura. Shakti Tattva is not different from the Lord himself, from Vastu himself. Srivasa is the embodiment of the devotee. Srivasa is part of the Panchatattva. Panchatattva. What are the 5 tattvas, Panchatattva, 5 truths? You tell me. What are these Panchatattva I just told? Bhakta Rupa, Bhakta Swarupa, and Bhakta Avatar.
और भक्त शक्ति
Bhakta Shakti
और
and
शुद्ध भक्त,
Shuddha Bhakta.
ये 5 तत्व
So these 5 tattvas.
एक ही तत्व, एक ही
Actually, all these tattvas are one. Yesterday I told. In the Vedanta Sutra is described Atato Brahma Jigyasa. Now it's time to inquire about Brahma.
पूछा जाए।
You have to ask about Brahma. But in the Srimad Bhagavatam is saying, now you have to ask about Tattva. Atato
तत्व के बारे में
Tattva Jigyasa. Now you must inquire about the Tattva.
थोड़ा 10 शास्त्र होता है।
There is some philosophy.
अथातो तत्व जिज्ञासा, वो तत्व क्या है?
What is the Tattva?
कारण वदन्ति तत्त्वविदस्तत्त्वं
Vadanti Tattva Vidas.
ब्रह्मेति
That Lord is only one,
परमात्मेति
but manifests in 3 forms.
एक ही परतत्व है,
There is only one supreme truth,
किंतु 3 रूप में प्रकाशित हो रहे हैं।
but it manifests in 3 forms.
परमात्मा,
Brahma, Paramatma and Bhagavan.
ब्रह्म भगवान के
Brahma is
कांति का
the Angakanti, bodily effulgence of Lord. Like Bharama Samhita explains. Yasa Prabha Prabhato Jagadanda Kotu. This effulgence of his body is enough to illuminate unlimited universes. So the meaning of the word Brahma is general meaning, the bodily effulgence of Lord. And this bodily effulgence of Lord illuminates unlimited universes. Another meaning of the word Brahma, actually the main meaning of the word Brahma is Bhagavan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he met Prakashananda Saraswati, Mahaprabhu told him all this. Atato Tattva Jigyasa. So Srimad Bhagavatam is saying, inquire about Tattva, Brahma Tattva, and then Paramatma Tattva. Paramatma is in the heart of all the living entities. Swayam Bhagavan is in the form of Paramatma, in the heart of all the living entities. Actually, Paramatma is inside, outside of everything. In this context, Baladevi Bhushana Prabhu explained, sorry, Mother Jashoda bound baby Gopal with a rope on his waist to the grinding mortar. How did she do that? Because God is in the form of Paramatma everywhere. He is inside the rope and outside the rope. Swayam Bhagavan is in the form of Paramatma everywhere. In the Gita, Bhagavan says, I am everywhere, in the form of Paramatma. There's nothing in which I am not inside. So what I want to say is that Swayam Bhagavan is Paramatma Tattva. God says, I am the Sakshi, the witness everywhere. Bhagavan stays as a witness, Sakshi, everywhere. He's called, like he's just like looking, like a witness. In the Upanishads, there are many verses describing this feature of Lord. This is Tattva Darshan philosophy about God. This body is like a tree, and there are 2 branches in this tree. 2 branches in the tree of the body. In one branch, the bird of the soul is living, is sitting on this branch. In the other branch, on the other branch, Paramatma bird is there, which is God, Bhagavan. In between the 2 birds, there is a black screen or black curtain. This is the net of Maya, or the screen of Maya, curtain of Maya. So,
Jivati,
Paramatma Bhagavan,
Kriya Adi ko
this
darshati
bird,
hai.
can see, he sees
Jivatma
what the
Bhagavan ko
soul is doing.
dekh nahi pata.
But the soul cannot see God, Paramatma.
इसलिए जीवात्मा अपने
So
अपने
the
कर्मों को
jivatma
भोगते जाता
is enjoying its results of
है। इस
his own
संसार में
actions, the results of his own actions. The jivas in
अपने
this
अपने
world,
कर्म आदि भोगते
they
जाता
are suffering, enjoying the fruits of their karma. This is Tattva Darshan
है। जिस दिन
philosophy.
भगवान की इच्छा से वो पर्दा काली पर्दा यानी
That day, that by
माया की
desire of
पर्दा
Lord, this screen of
हट
Maya or
जाए
this curtain of
तो
Maya will be removed.
एक दूसरे को दर्शन
Then
कर
these two birds will be able to see each other.
अर्थात जीवात्मा भगवान
So the
यानी
jivatma, the
परमात्मा को
soul,
दर्शन
will
कर
be able to see Bhagavan.
इसी की कहा जाते हैं भजन एंड साधन।
This is called
भजन
bhajan
साधन
and
के द्वारा
sadhan. By the bhajana and sadhan,
हमारे बीच में जो
this curtain which is between
पर्दा जो है
us, between soul and
माया की जो पर्दा
Bhagavan, this curtain of Maya, this will be removed.
और भगवान भी परमात्मा के रूप में साक्षी के रूप में
And
देखते
Bhagavan
हैं।
is looking at us, what
जीव
we
कैसे
do,
अपने अपने
as a
कर्मों को
witness,
भोगते
how
हैं।
the jiva is suffering, enjoying the
इसलिए
fruits of
भगवान कहते
his
हैं
own
I am
karma.
the साक्षी,
That's why God says, Aham hi sakshi, I am the witness.
I am the witness। सब जीव क्या क्या करते जा रहे हैं सब
Whatever the
देखते
jivas
हैं।
are doing, I'm looking at everything, I'm seeing it all.
इसलिए ब्रह्म परमात्मा और भगवान
So Brahma,
तीन तत्व
Paramatma and
में बताया
Bhagavan,
है।
three tattvas I told.
भगवान उसी के कहा जाता है जो
Bhagavan,
सर्वगुण
he
संपन्न
has the
होते हैं।
6 opulences
सर्वगुण
in
है
full.
जिसमें बुद्धि
Sargun means 6
वही
qualities.
चरित्र समुद्र में जस श्री ज्ञान वैराग्य श्री प्रसन्न भगवत की देवी करा है। ये सर्वगुण
This
संपन्न
verse
भगवान
explains Aishwarya Virjas.
जी भगवान
God has
श्रीमंत
6
नहीं है।
opulences.
जीव में इतने
The jivas, the
शक्ति
souls,
नहीं
don't have this kind of
ईश्वर
potency as like
वीर्य
Lord, that
जस श्री
all these opulences in
ज्ञान
full.
और वैराग्य ये
Opulence,
भगवान की
strength,
पूर्ण मात्रा में
beauty, fame,
जितने सामान्य रूप में थोड़ी हो जाता है तो
renunciation,
उसमें जीव
etc.
कितने
The jiva,
अहंकारी हो जाता
if the jiva has
है
just
और
little
उस
bit of
अहंकार
this
की
opulence,
वजह
the
से
jiva becomes so proud, ahankar.
नीचे
And this ahankar, this
गिरा
pride,
देता
will make this jiva fall down, pulls
है।
you
और
down.
भगवान परिपूर्ण मात्रा में
But Bhagavan, he is completely
सर्वगुण संपन्न है।
full of these 6 qualities and opulences. Sadgun.
इसमें स्त्री ये प्रधान माना गया
So Shri, actually Shri is the main. The beauty of God is the main of these 6 opulences. Is the main feature.
स्त्री जो है
The Shri, the beauty, is the
स्वरूप लक्षण है।
Swarupa Lakshan, means the
भगवान में इतने
main
सुंदर जो रूप
symptom of, like the main quality of Lord.
जिसे वेदांत सूत्र में कहा
Actually, the
जाता
form
है
of Lord is so beautiful,
और बहुत
it cannot be compared to anything else.
वही
In Vedanta Sutta
वेदांत
explains,
सूत्र में
arupavad
और बहुत
tat pradhanatvat
किसी
means
के साथ
the form of Lord cannot be
तुलना
compared to
नहीं की
anything else,
सकते।
is incomparable.
वो सत्संग संपूर्ण है।
He is completely like self-manifest and
उनके सुंदर जो
complete.
महापुरुष जो स्वरूप का क्या बताएं?
What can we say about his beauty and sweetness?
इसलिए चैतन्य चरितामृत
So in the
में
Chaitanya Charitamrita is saying,
त्रिभुवन
even one particle of his beauty is enough to drown all the worlds, the unlimited universes become completely
अच्छा दिखता है।
mesmerized or completely like covered, or just from one particle of his beauty.
इसलिए ब्रजनंदन श्याम सुंदर में 64 गुण की
So Brajandananda Shama Sundar, he has 64 qualities.
आचार्य बाद में
The acharyas have described these qualities.
ये ऐश्वर्य समग्र से ऐश्वर्य जसश्री ज्ञान और वैराग्य
The 6 qualities of Lord, 6 opulences, Aishwarya,
ये ज्ञान
Virya,
और पंच तत्व के
Yasa,
बारे में
Shri,
बताया गया।
Jnana, Vairagya. So okay, here's describing about the Panchatattva.
वेदांत में एक ही तत्व में बताया
But the Vedanta tells that there is only one tattva. And in the Bhagavatam says there's how many tattvas I just told? 3 tattvas. Brahma, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Do you understand what I said?
वेदांत सूत्र में
So in Vedanta Sutra is describing about one tattva, a tattva Brahma Jignasa. Now inquire about Brahma. About Brahma. Only ask about Brahma.
पूछा है। ज़्यादा ब्रह्म तत्व बोलते जाए तो सिर
If I speak too much about Brahma Tattva, your head will be like dizzy. One by one, all of you will go away. In the end, this place will be empty. Do you understand?
मैं इसलिए कह रही हूँ पर
Yes. So here it's being said.
पंचतत्व आत्मकं कृष्ण भक्त
So these 5 tattvas, Pancha Tattva, it's being described here. The first tattva I told, Bhakta Roop, the form of the devotee, is Swayam Bhagavan appeared as Mahaprabhu, Gaura Sundar. He's taking the mood, bhav and kanti, body complexion of Srimati Radhika, and he appeared as Gaura Sundar. Bhakta Swarup, his own Vaibhav, his opulence expansion is Nityananda Prabhu, Baladev Prabhu. Then his avatar, Bhakta Avatar, who is he? Advaita Acharya. He's called. He's actually the combination of Mahavishnu and Sadashiv. These 3 of them, they are Vishnu Tattva, Bhakta Rup, Bhakta Swarup, and Bhakta Avatar. They are Vishnu Tattva. The other 2, they are Bhakta Tattva. So Bhakta Shakti, the 4th, is Gadadhar. And Srivasa Thakura, he is the Shuddha Bhakta, the pure devotee. So there's beautiful kathas about Gadadhar Pandit. Sorry, Srivasa. Anyway, in this Chaitanya Bhagavata Charitamrita, in other books, it's described, about Srivasa Thakura. So much is described about Srivasa Thakura in the books. Actually, Srivasa Thakura in all the yugas, Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali, he's serving Lord in some way. He's there serving God in every yuga. What is the meaning of Shuddha Bhakta? A person who serves Bhagavan. The person who performs Uttama Bhakti, he is the Shuddha Bhakta. Srivasa Thakura, he performs this service, seva. Srivasa Thakura, generally he appears in the form of Narada Muni, helping the Leelas of Bhagavan. In the form of Narada. But in the Leelas of Mahaprabhu, this Narada Rishi, he appeared as Srivasa Thakura. There are many Leela Kathas about him, especially in the Ramayana, in the Ram Leela. His contribution is, what can I say about it? What is the duty of Narada Rishi? To increase the Leelas of Bhagavan, the sweetness of the pastimes. People say that Narada is troublesome person or creating quarrel between people. But this is not true. It's not the duty of Narada Rishi to create quarrel and arguments. Actually, the Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, appeared because of Narada Rishi. The Leela is there. How Narada helped in the Bhagavatam manifestation. Actually, Narada is a Rasik Vaishnava. Who is the main Narada original? Is Naradiya Gopi. Our Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Pada, in the book Ujjwal Nilamani, in the commentary he wrote, this Narada Rishi, he was performing hard austerities in the Kusum Sarovar at the banks in Kusum Sarovar, and then he got the form of Naradiya Gopi. We go to that place, the place of Narada Rishi. There are many stories about Narada Rishi. In every Leela, of Bhagavan, we see the role of Narada Rishi, very special role he has in all the pastimes of God. And in the Leelas of Mahaprabhu, this Narada Rishi appears as Srivasa Thakura. He came to Navadvipa and he helps and nourishes the pastimes of Mahaprabhu. His father was Jaladhar Pandit and he was a Vedic Brahmana. And he had 5 sons. Srivasa was one amongst them. His older brother was called Malini Pandit and a younger Nimai Pandit. Srikanta Pandit and sorry, I don't know these names, but the other brothers are these names. So Narayani-devi, she was the niece of Srivasa Thakura. So in Mamagachi we hear about this katha. Chaitanya Bhagavata was written by Vrindavana Das Thakur. So Vrindavana Das Thakur, he was son of the niece of Srivasa Thakur. Narayani. She was the niece of Srivasa Thakur. Narayani, she was the mother of Vrindavana Das Thakur, and Vrindavana Das Thakur manifested the beautiful Chaitanya Bhagavata in this world. Vrindavana Das Thakur, he is called the Chaitanya Lila Vyasa Avatar, incarnation of Vyasadeva in the past names of Mahaprabhu. Just like the Bhagavatam was manifested by the Vyasadeva. In the same way, Vrindavana Das Thakur has manifested all the Leelas of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's why Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he glorifies so much the feet of Vrindavana Das Thakur and also did so many obeisances to the feet of Vrindavana Das Thakur. This book, Chaitanya, like this book of Vrindavana Das Thakur, Chaitanya Bhakti, is full of the pastimes of Mahaprabhu. Actually, Mahaprabhu appeared in the heart of Vrindavana Das Thakur, and he appeared outside in the form of the book Chaitanya Bhagavata. The father of Vrindavana Das Thakur, the mother was Narayani Devi. She was the niece of Srivasa Pandita. So Narayani, she was very dear of Mahaprabhu. And Narayani was small, young girl. Mahaprabhu himself, he would give his own remnants of prashadam, uchista, and he used to give them to Narayani. Narayani would be so pleased, and then she would eat those remnants of Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu used to say, Narayani, you dance, dance. And then she used to dance in such a nice way. And Narayani also, every day, she used to bring water of the Ganges to Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu used to take a bath with this water. The meaning is that so Narayani was the niece of Srivasa Thakura, and she was the recipient of the mercy of Mahaprabhu. And so by this mercy of Mahaprabhu, Vrindavana Das Thakur appeared in her womb. Vrindavana Das Thakur was the son of Narayani-devi. He wrote Chaitanya Bhagavata. The name of Narayani-devi was Vaikuntha Das Pandit. In some books, it's described that, like in some places, you don't find the name of the Vrindavana Das Thakur, but here's described the name of Vrindavana Das Thakur father. Here's saying the husband of Vaikuntha Das Pandita was husband of Narayani-devi. But when she was pregnant, the father of the baby, means her husband, left body. So Vrindavana Das Thakur, in his own book, Chaitanya Bhagavata, he did not mention the name of his father, didn't write the name of his father in Chaitanya Bhagavata. Srivasa Pandita used to live with his wife Malini-devi. So who was Malini in Krishna Lila? The wife of Srivasa Pandit, Malini-devi. Who was she in Krishna Lila? Her character is also very beautiful. She used to directly breastfeed Nityananda Prabhu and take care of him as like a son, serve him as like a son. In the Chaitanya Bhagavat, this is described in details.
Srivasa Pandita he naam jap Puran Narada Muni Parvatakko Muni Varu sa Asit Narada Priha Srivasa Pandita Siman Tata Kanishta Sahodara Namnam Eka Prajidatri Stanadatri Sitapura Sadaiva Malinam Srivasa Prihini Mata.
So the Guru Ganodesha Dipka explains about Malini-devi like this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to stay a lot in the house of Srivasa Thakura, performing Nam Sankirtan. Before taking sannyas, Mahaprabhu had indicated to all the devotees, I will take sannyas and live in Navadvip. Then all the devotees were so upset. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he told all the devotees, look, I will always be present in 5 places. Which places? In the Chaitanya Charitamrita is described. So it's described that Mahaprabhu always stays in 5 places. Shachira Mandire, always he is in the house of Shachi-devi. Mahaprabhu is Matri Bhakta Shiromani. He is the crowns and jewels of all the persons who have devotion to their mother. No one in the past or in the future has this kind of devotion to his mother like Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu shows so much devotion to his mother. Like this verse is saying, the father is better than heaven. If your father is happy, all the demigods are happy with you. But also Shastra explains, actually mother and motherland is higher than heaven. The evidence of the scripture is there, like about the position of the parents. That's why Mahaprabhu told, I am always present in the house of Mother Shachi. In this world, who can love you more in this world? Love you the most. No one can love you more than your mother loves you. I'll tell the truth. If somebody loves you more than your mother, you should understand this is not proper love. Like not true. Something's wrong there. Something's wrong. No one can love you more than your own mother loves you. Who can love more than the mother? Only Guru and Bhagavan. Because this is transcendental love, not material love they have for you. Anyway, so the mother of Sacimata, Shachi-devi, what can we say about it? So Mahaprabhu is always present in her mother's house, his mother's house, and Nityananda Nartani. When Nityananda dances, Mahaprabhu also manifests in that place. Advaita Ahane, the calling of the Advaita Charja. Whenever Advaita calls, Mahaprabhu, wherever he is, he just immediately appears when Advaita calls him. Then Srivasa Kirtane, when Srivasa is doing Nam Sankirtan, also Mahaprabhu appears. In the house of Srivasa Thakura, Mahaprabhu is always present in the house of Srivasa. And Raghava Bhavani means the house of Raghava Pandit. His sister is called Dmayanti. They had so much love and affection for Mahaprabhu, what can I say? When Mahaprabhu was staying in Jagannath Puri, Raghava Pandit and Dmayanti, they used to bring so many kinds of many eatable foodstuff, so many things they used to bring for Mahaprabhu. They used to bring big, what is the name? Like baskets. Yeah, it's called Raghava Jali. It's like this kind of baskets or bags full of things they used to bring. And they used to pay some carrier person to carry for them. From Bengal to Puri. So they used to bring even small stuff for Mahaprabhu, like very specific things they used to prepare and bring for Mahaprabhu. That's why Mahaprabhu, he sold himself to these two brothers, Raghava and Dmayanti. Like because even small things. For example, Mahaprabhu was with a problem of sleepiness or problem for digestion, like some disease in his belly or something in his stomach. And Raghava Pandita and Dmayanti, what they used to do? There's one kind of leaf called jute leaves. Jute leaves. In Bengal, there is a lot. Part in English they say jute leaves. So they make these sacks. And also there's a tree from this plant. Anyway, they take the leaf and you put in dry leaf, take the dry leaves, put in the water, soaked overnight. In the morning take this water, all the disease from your stomach, anything disappears completely. You can also make shukta, like some preparation with the jute leaves. So they used to bring these things for Mahaprabhu. Like Mahaprabhu also wouldn't use soap. So they used to take some dust, like mud, right? And then they used to make mud dry, like and then smash it, become like a powder of mud. Then make small, like some balls of this dry mud and very thin mud. Then Mahaprabhu could like use this natural soap. They used to bring all these things from Mahaprabhu for 1 year, whatever Mahaprabhu used to use. And every day they were asking Govinda, the servant of Mahaprabhu, did you give this to Mahaprabhu or not? They were asking. Mahaprabhu ate this or not? They had so much love and affection for Mahaprabhu, so much. In the Chaitanya Bhagavata, all this is described. So Mahaprabhu, he sold himself to these two. So that's why Mahaprabhu said, I'm always in the house of Raghava Pandit. This is the nature of Mahaprabhu, his swabhav. The more the person surrenders to God and serves to him, Bhagavan naturally becomes indebted to this person. Why Krishna told the gopis, Napariham niravada samyujan, I cannot repay your love. Even if I had the lifespan of Lord Brahma. Why did Krishna say this to the gopis? Because actually he's glorifying the love of the gopis, Gopi Prem. The gopis are so surrendered to Krishna. They were so surrendered. No one in the past nor in the future are like the gopis. So Krishna told, Napariham, cannot repay your love. Even if I had the lifespan of Lord Brahma and serve your lotus feet, the kind of sadhu vyavahar, these glorious deeds you had, no one in the past nor in the future behaved like you before. So Krishna said, I am completely indebted to you by your divine love. How to pay off this debt? So if you took money from someone, you have to pay off your debt or not? Yeah. How to pay off your debt? You have to serve that person somehow. Right? So Krishna took the Bhava and Kanti of Srimati Radhika to pay off his debt. He took the complexion and mood of Srimati Radhika. And the Sanatana Goswami Brihad Bhagavatamrita told this. Explaining about this verse, Napariham Nirapada Samyuva. Krishna is saying, even if I had the lifespan of Lord Brahma, even long life like Lord Brahma, many years, if I would serve the feet of Srimati Radhika still, I would not be able to pay off my debt with her. Sadhu Kriti. So means when I become a sadhu, I will pay off this debt. That's why Krishna came as a sadhu to pay off his debt. many descriptions about this. Sanatana Goswami in the Brihad Bhagavatamrita, he describes it. But I'm saying all this because Raghava Pandit and his sister, Dmayanti, how they used to serve Mahaprabhu. And when Mahaprabhu was doing Vidya Vilas pastimes, iPhone cable, you have iPhone cable. So Mahaprabhu, he was cutting the philosophy of many Panditas, and Mahaprabhu, he wanted to establish the new logic, Navane. When we went to that place, the birthplace of Sambhav Matacharya, in Vidyanagar, in Navadvip. So we described this. That place is a place of the Navane, new logic at the time. So many great Pandits also, they wanted to discuss, they were discussing the Naya Shastra, this Shastra of logic. But Mahaprabhu was also nothing less. He used to defeat even great Pandits. Like for example, Keshava Kashmiri, a person who was very great Pandit. Actually, even directly the presiding deity of knowledge, Saraswati, gave mercy to him. Imagine, Saraswati Devi herself used to sit in his throat, speaking the verses for him. Saraswati, so even this person, Keshava Kashmiri, Mahaprabhu easily defeated him. And Mahaprabhu was teaching only as Shishu Shastra, means scriptures for babies, this grammar, Sanskrit grammar. But this Keshava Kashmiri, he had defeated already all people in India, like great Panditas. He was bringing his victory of flag of victory. And Mahaprabhu very easily defeated Keshava Kashmiri. He just said, okay, tell me the glories of the Ganga. And the Panditji very quickly started to speak many verses. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he took one of these verses that he spoke and said, okay, there are 5 qualities and 5 faults in your verse. All this is described. So this is the pastimes of Vidya Vilas of Mahaprabhu, like learning and defeating other Panditas in debate, these things. So Srivasa was thinking, if Nimai was a devotee at this time, then his life would be successful. Srivasa was thinking about Mahaprabhu, if he becomes a devotee, his life will be successful. They're making pastimes as like a human being, right? Actually, Mahaprabhu is Swayam Bhagavan. But according to the Yogamaya, this is like covered. And Srivasa, they are thinking, oh, if Mahaprabhu, Nimai Pandit, like they were thinking about this, like about Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Bhagavata describes this. So, Nimai used to see Srivasa and do pranam. And then these devotees like Srivasa, they used to bless Nimai, oh, may you get Krishna Bhakti. So they were blessing Krishna. Just like Nanda Maharaj was also blessing Krishna and Balaram. Oh, may you have Krishna Bhakti in your heart. There are many kathas of Srivasa. One day, Sacimata, she was sitting in the house of Srivasa Thakura in his courtyard, his yard, and then suddenly Sacimata told, when Nimai came back from Gaya, Nimai, now he's not sleeping anymore, he's not eating, day and night he's only chanting the name of Krishna, Krishna. Before Nimai was very... Which kind of Nimai? Pandit Nimai. And now Nimai became Bhavuk Nimai. Understand? So Nimai came back from Gaya completely changed. When he went to do the Pitisrada, means the oblations of because of death of his father, when Mahaprabhu came back, actually in Gaya he met Ishvara Puripad and took Diksha mantra there in Gaya. And then when Mahaprabhu came back, he was completely different. He had left his chanchalata, his restlessness. Very quickly he used to start debating, quarreling about Shastras and wanted to defeat people in the logic of the scriptures. Then he used to establish the scriptures, and then again he used to cut his own thing he told before, and then again he's like the Pandits, they do this. They speak something and then they cut what already they told before, and then they establish another thing. The Pandits, they do this, and Mahaprabhu was doing the same. Vidya Vilas. But after he met Ishvara Puripad, he was not anymore Pandit Nimai. Now he was Bhavuk Nimai, the sentimental Nimai, always immersed in the bhav. He told his students, I don't want to teach you any longer. Whatever you already studied, if you want to study something, study only one thing. Only the verbal roots. Which verbal roots? That the name of Krishna is the verbal roots, the roots of everything. Just like this body doesn't have dhatu, this body will also be weak. So the dhatu, or like this root of everything, is the name of Krishna. The name of Krishna is the origin of all the words and everything. And if you want to study more, Mahaprabhu told his students, go to another Pandit, not me. You only chant holy names, he told. In this Kali Yuga, there's no other Dharma. The purport of all the scriptures is to chant holy names. There's no other Dharma in Kali Yuga. There's no other Shastra. Actually, the essence of all the scriptures is Hare Nama, Hare Nama. So he became Bhavuk Nimai, so sentimental. He was not sleeping, not eating, not drinking. Some ladies told, maybe he became vayu-roga. If they have so much wind or air in your belly, you cannot sleep. So one kind of disease, vayu-roga. So they told, he has vayu-roga, like too much gas in the stomach, like this. And Srivasa was sitting there. Srivasa told, oh mothers, ladies. No, or mother, I think, maybe Shachidevi. Anyway, he said, oh mother, no, he doesn't have vayu-roga, he has the wealth of Krishna Prem. And because he has the Krishna Prem, the symptoms are these. Mahaprabhu was also sitting there. Mahaprabhu was listening, he didn't say anything. And when his mothers left, Srivasa Thakura, he met Mahaprabhu alone. Mahaprabhu told himself, hey Srivasa, today you have saved my life. Why? Because if you would also, just like these mothers, if you would say that he has vayu-roga, this gas in the stomach or some disease, sorry, I would give up my life. I would go to the Ganga and also kill myself there. Jump in the Ganga. Because the devotees know the symptoms of bhakti. Those who don't have bhakti in the heart, they don't understand. But we're not saying that Sacimata and these other mothers, actually they have Vatsaleras. And by the influence of Jogamaya, they are saying this. Mother Shachi is saying, oh, my Nimai has vayu-roga, so much gas in the stomach, so much air. Let's not do any offense to Mother Shachi. So we have to understand exactly what is going on. Anyway, but Srivasa was always with Mahaprabhu in the Nama Sankirtan. The beautiful katha. Mahaprabhu did Nama Sankirtan in the house of Srivasa Thakura. Especially on the day of Ekadasi. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he used to do Nama Sankirtan since early in the morning until the next day, early in the morning also. Like whole day, whole night. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so absorbed chanting holy names, absorbed in bhav. And the garland in the neck of Mahaprabhu, Galamala, it would break the garland, and the flowers would fall at the feet of the devotees. It's written, the song, you can read, it's saying. And the devotees were so absorbed, they wouldn't even remember their own bodies. And then they used to embrace each other and cry profusely. In Bengal, until nowadays, this tradition is there. Isn't it? The persons of East Bengal, if a little bit some kata is going on, they embrace each other so much and they start to cry so much and they start to roll. So this is also being described. All of them used to become so absorbed in bhava. When Mahaprabhu dancing and singing. So hearing and seeing the dancing and singing of Mahaprabhu, one fruit seller lady, not this, sorry, Payu Pahari, a person who was drinking milk, a person who used to drink milk, he wouldn't eat anything. Also, he wouldn't do bhajan and sadhana. He used to only drink milk, 1 cup of milk per day, and that's it. So many people are like this. Some people eat only fruits. Some they vayu-roga, I think, only breathing. Maybe, I don't know if this is also, but yeah. Huh? Breatharians, or like Durvasa drinking only water. Anyway, there was a person, Payo Upahari means someone who is drinking only milk, only takes milk. Then he heard the glories of the Nama Sankirtan of Mahaprabhu, and he told Srivasa Thakura, "Oh, I also want to see the beautiful dancing and singing of Mahaprabhu." Then Srivasa Thakura kept this person in the corner of his house and covered him with some cloth. And there was just a little bit some place where he could just watch what was going on. So the Nama Sankirtan started. But that day, Mahaprabhu said, "Today I'm not feeling so much happiness in the Nama Sankirtan. I'm not feeling happiness." All the devotees told Prabhu, "But we are the same people." Because in the beginning, Mahaprabhu used to do Nama Sankirtan in the house of Srivasa Thakura, only with the door shut, so that unqualified persons would not, they couldn't come there. They were not allowed. So all of them told Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu told the devotees, "I'm not feeling happiness today in the Nama Sankirtan. Certainly there is a stranger amongst us." Then Srivasa Thakura held the feet of Mahaprabhu, crying and told, "Prabhu, there is a Payo Pahari, a person who is drinking milk. He's here because he begged me, he wanted so much to come. So that's why I put him in this corner." Mahaprabhu, he's Bhagavan, he knows everything. He knows everyone's hearts. Mahaprabhu called this person, called him, and Mahaprabhu told him a verse, very beautiful verse. What is the verse? Aradito jadi haring tapas aqui. Aradito jadi hari tapasaki. Naradito jadi hari tapasaki. Antar vahi jadi hari tapasaki. And nantar vahi jadi hari tapasaki. Mahaprabhu told this verse to this person who was drinking the milk. Aradito jadi haring tapas aqui. If you're worshipping Bhagavan, so what is the necessity of doing austerities? If you already is worshipping Bhagavan. Naradi toja diharim tapasakim. If you don't worship Bhagavan, also the austerities will not give you any fruit also. Antar bahare jadiharim tapasakim. If inside and outside you have Srihari, so what is the fruit of the austerities? Nantara bahare jadihari tapasakim. If also you don't have Lord inside and outside, also austerities have no use. So what is the meaning of austerities? Tapasa means to give trouble to your body, suffering to your own body. But you cannot get Bhagavan by these endeavors. Only by bhajan you can get God, attain to God. Without prema, you can never attain Nandalala. If we would attain to God by eating fruits, there are so many monkeys there. So many monkeys here in Vrindavana. Actually, the monkeys in Vrindavana nowadays, they don't even eat fruits. They only want juice. Yesterday, our devotees, Krishna Priya from Brazil, they took her glasses. We tried to give some sweets to them. They didn't want, but when they brought fruity juice, mango juice, so then they gave the glass. In one hand they took the juice, and another hand they gave back the glasses. Look at the glories of Vrindavan. Look at the glories of the monkeys of Vrindavan. So if you would attain God by eating fruits, how many monkeys are there? And also if you could attain God by drinking milk, how many cows are there also? And like they are not getting God, attaining God. So without prema you can never attain Nandalala. If we don't do Hari Bhajan, if we don't develop prema, we can never attain Bhagavan. Mahaprabhu, he gave this teaching. Okay, what is our tapasya? In Kali Yuga, tapasya is only do the Ekadasi Vrata. If you do already, this is so good enough. If you do nice, if you do Ekadasi, it's very nice. On the day of Nishihan Chaturdasi also. Nirjala also we do on Nishihan Chaturdasi. Pandava Nirjala in the month of Jait, which is like June, July. This is our austerity. In Kali Yuga, there's no need of any other austerity. Mahaprabhu told, take prasada until your neck, and then dance with the devotees. Hari. Take Mahaprasada until your throat. As much as you want, take it. But also chant holy names with the devotees after. This is the main, chanting holy names. Many kathas are there. Mahaprabhu also in the day of Vyasa-puja, in the time of Vyasa-puja, in the month of Ashari, like July. Mahaprabhu told Nityananda, Suno Sripad, listen Nityananda, tomorrow will be Vyasa-puja. Mahaprabhu used to call Nityananda as Sripad. So he told, Mahaprabhu told Nityananda, tomorrow Sripada will be Vyasa-puja. Let's celebrate Vyasa-puja tomorrow. The day of appearance, this Ashari Purnima, this full moon, like we called Guru Purnima, the day of Vyasa-devi. In which house we will celebrate this festival? Then Nityananda took the hand of Srivasa and gave to Mahaprabhu. He will do it. But Mahaprabhu said he's so poor. How he arranged everything for everyone to eat and to take prasada and come. Srivasa very humbly he held the feet of Mahaprabhu and said, Prabhu, please give me this service opportunity. You are Swayam Bhagavan Lakshmi Pati, so everything will be there, nothing will be lacking. So then in the house of Srivasa, Mahaprabhu was observed the Vyasa-puja for the first time. Started to worship Vyasa-devi. And Nityananda Prabhu, he showed that the Mool Vyasa, original Vyasa, is who? Who is he? Is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Krishna Bande Jagat Guru. Krishna is the original Guru of the universe. Mahaprabhu told Sripad, hey Nityananda, you should first offer these flowers and garland to Vyasa-devi. Nityananda was holding the garland, standing but not moving. Mahaprabhu told, time is going, come on, do it. Nityananda said, okay, I'm going. Yeah. But Mahaprabhu was insisting. Then finally Nityananda took that garland and offered to the neck of Mahaprabhu himself. Why? Because the main Vyasa, original Vyasa, is Swayam Krishna himself. Krishna Bande Jagat Guru. Krishna is the original Guru. The main Guru original is Krishna. That's why in our Guru Parampara it starts with what? Krishna Hoite Chaturma. So the mool Vyasa, original Vyasa, is Swayam Bhagavan Shri Krishna. His manifestation is Baladev Prabhu. In the Chaitanya Bhagavat, all this is described. There's also many other kathas, but time is up. Only one last katha I will tell. What is the glories of Srivasa Thakura? What can we say? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to do Nama Sankirtan in the house of Srivasa Thakura. And in that same night, one night, the youngest son of Srivasa, in the middle of the night, left his body. And in the other room, the mothers, the ladies, they were crying. And nearby, in the house, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was doing Nama Sankirtan with the devotees. Srivasa came to pacify the women and he told, look, if you continue crying, this will create problems to the Kirtan of Mahaprabhu. If any problem happens to the Nama Sankirtan of Mahaprabhu, I will give up my body. Srivasa tried to pacify the ladies like this. But later on, okay, so Srivasa joined again back the Sankirtan. But after some time, Mahaprabhu told Srivasa, today has something inauspicious happened in your house. Something happened, but Srivasa told. What did he say? Prabhu, you are doing Nama Sankirtan. You are Nama Purush, the God himself chanting his own holy names. How can be any inauspicious thing? But Mahaprabhu, he knows everything. He's from Bhagavan. He told, hey Srivasa, don't hide me anything from me. Something has happened, I know. Something is going on. Then Srivasa Thakura held the feet of Mahaprabhu, started crying and said, hey Prabhu, today in the middle of the night, my youngest son left body. Mahaprabhu started crying. Mahaprabhu told, hey Srivasa, your son has died and you didn't even tell me. Just continue there. You see how much love and affection Srivasa has for Mahaprabhu. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself went in the room where the son was, his body of the son was there, that body. Mahaprabhu put his hand on the chest of this person, of the son, and the soul came back, and this boy gave many teachings. He told, Prabhu, why did you call me back? By your desire I was born, and by your desire I died. This world, is actually like this. All of us, we are gathering together by the desire of Lord. And by the desire of Lord also we are separating and going to different places. When we gather together, like for example in a family, we are creating these relationships with each other. But after time comes and automatically we are separated and we go to different places. Bhagavatam gives one example. If you take a bundle of grass and you throw this grass in the current of a river, for one time these grass pieces the straws will move together. But after some time, automatically they will go into different ways. One will go right side, left, behind. Then finally they will go to the ocean and they will go to different directions. And it's really similar. The jivas in this material world, according to their own karma, they are getting together and they are meeting. And then we are creating relationships with each other. Oh, she's my mother, my brother, son, father, etc. So many kinds of relationships we're creating, and these attachments are coming. But when time comes, all of us, we go to different ways and separate. Just like in a tree, there are so many birds. They fly in the morning, but not all they come back to the same tree. You can see in the evening time, in one tree, there's so many birds coming to the tree, making their nests in the tree and living in the tree. They spend the whole night speaking to each other, tick, 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 tick. And then early in the morning, these birds go to different ways. They part away, part ways. So in the same way, the jivas are also we're together here. But according to the karma, also we part ways, we go to different directions. So what I want to say is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, by this dead body of the son of Srivasa, like this son who had died, he gave teachings to all the jivas from this world. Whatever we get, wife, money, all these things, they are coming because of karma. And when karma is finished, then we give up each other and go to different ways. Then we are born in different places, and etc. So in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by this dead body of Srivasa's son, he gave so many teachings to the jivas of this world. There are many stories, many kathas. The more I speak, I don't want to stop speaking. The story of Chapal Gopal. He was a very evil, vicious man. He said many bad things about Srivasa Thakura. He said, no. Actually, Srivasa is not doing Namasankirtan. He's worshipping Devi, using tantras and mantras, calling Devi, and doing many things. So Chapal Gopal kept in front of the house of Srivasa Thakura some ingredients for Devi-puja. He kept in front of his house. And he told everyone, look, Srivasa is spending the night actually worshipping Devi. Early in the morning, Srivasa woke up and he opened the door and there was these ingredients for Devi Puja. When Mahaprabhu heard what had happened, Mahaprabhu, what was his name? Gopal Chapal. Mahaprabhu gave punishment. You'll have leprosy. And immediately his body became all like with this disease. And then actually his body started to stink so much. His family kicked him out of the house. He started to live on the banks of the Ganges. And Mahaprabhu every day when he used to bathe in the Ganges, so this Chapal Gopal used to see Mahaprabhu and crying, please forgive me, please forgive me. But Mahaprabhu said, vicious, evil person. Srivasa is a pure devotee. And you have like criticized Srivasa and saying many bad things about him. This life, you're having this leprosy, this is nothing. This is just the beginning. Later I'll put you in hell. Then, for unlimited time in hell. Then, more punishment is there, so much more. And the person was crying, this Chapal Gopal, crying. Prabhu, please forgive me, forgive me. Sachidananda Gaura Hari. After he took sannyas, when he again came back, then he gave mercy to him. There are many descriptions about the glories of Srivasa Thakura. If any pure devotee even raises a finger against Srivasa Thakura, Mahaprabhu cannot tolerate it. So never we should criticize a devotee. God never tolerates a criticism to his devotee. Those who criticize the devotee, Mahaprabhu says, I cannot tolerate this thing. I cannot put up with this kind of thing. So there are so many descriptions. Today is the appearance of Srivasa Thakura. So again and again we do our pranams to his lotus feet. May this so strong prema that he has for Mahaprabhu, may you also, now I can pray for also this. May Srivasa Thakura be merciful to us in one life or another. May we can have this love to Mahaprabhu like Srivasa Thakura. Vanchakal. Mahaprabhu
right